Little Charles.
So what we're doing? What are we doing? Reflecting on life?
Yeah, we're just watching the river go and watching the dog watch dogs.
I don't know. You must be thinking of something.
No, not a hell of a lot.
Man, I known you for years. I never see you sit down in my life. The only time I seen you sit down was in court.
Yep. Well, sometimes you had to when you had enough to say. But now I sit and I watch the river.
So what are you thinking about when you watch the river?
Not much.
How God created this planet?
No, I think about real things.
Like real thing, like what?
Oh, peace, goodwill, you know, love between humans.
Does that exist
Stuff
here?
like that. Of course it does.
Where?
I know, I haven't.
You do?
Totally.
You're a lawyer.
What's that got? I'm not a lawyer anymore.
Well, what's a lawyer?
And I used to be one, but I was defending people's rights to have hearings and stuff.
But a leopard never changes his spots.
Well, what's that got to do with anything?
Well, you have to be some kind of mind trained, not love when you're a lawyer.
It wasn't doing mind train. I was helping people. I knew the system inside and out. I knew the soft spots in it. I knew how to help them, and I did. 34 years of it. And that's enough. I've paid my debt to society 17 times over. It wasn't even a debt. I was lucky. I loved doing what I was doing. Being nice to people.
Being nice.
The only one in the whole system that was helping them.
But they don't exist anymore.
What doesn't exist?
Good, nice lawyers.
Well, I was one.
Yeah, but you're gone. You're history.
Yeah. But you said I was a lawyer, see, so I'm still a nice one.
So, no, you weren't a nice one. I wouldn't put this camera in front of your goddamn face when you're enjoying the nice view.
Look, I even enjoy arguing with judges and police and shaking my fist at authority. That's fun. That was really enjoyable stuff, you know? Really. I loved every minute of it.
And these judges, they're not human.
They are very human.
They are.
Of course they are.
How do they sleep at night?
Quite well.
Do they take medication?
Well, no, they don't. They just lie there and watch the dollar bills jump over the fence.
You couldn't pay me enough to do that.
Well, I couldn't do it either, but some people love it. Some of them are good.
They got no conscience.
Oh, they do. They do. They really do. It was my job to find it and to direct a couple of words towards it if I could, you know.
Who's the best judge you ever seen? Fair judge. That I want to know anyway.
There was a whole bunch of it. Graydon Nicholas was the fairest one going because he pissed off the police and prosecutors because he was too decent for them. Bill Corby was very fair.
How long was Graydon a judge?
Just a sec, I'll tell you. And Bill Corby was a great prosecutor. He had, you know, he was tough, but he was fair. And how was what?
Graydon Nicholas.
Graydon Nicholas, my greatest buddy.
How many
on
years?
The bench.
How many years he was there? How many years Graydon was there? Do you know?
I haven't got a clue. I don't know. It just wasn't enough. No. I just loved having him as a judge. His kindness just overwhelmed me.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. And now he's going to be appointed senator, or I asked him last week when is he going to be appointed king.
And he should. He's the most decent man I ever met. I met him. He's a classmate of mine in law school. Met him all through fighting the fights in courts, and most times against great odds. The government on the prosecutor's shoulders, and him with nothing but
his wife hanging out. And his wife, sweetheart.
They're great people.
Yeah.
Two of them.
So they should be nominated, appointed king and queen.
Well, we don't need kings and queens.
Sure we do. No. Better than what we got now in England.
Well, we don't have any connection to them. They have no power over us now. Pierre made sure of that. Statute of Westminster in the 1930s got rid of that entirely. Well, we still had the House of Lords for appeals. But they got rid of that. Pierre did our job for us and cut us right off. You know, we're independent and free now.
Dancing away behind, what was it called? The roulette or whatever? What he was dancing, Pierre Trudeau?
Well, Pierre was the greatest prime minister ever.
Yeah, he was. Look at this here. Focusing. So, bottom line, Michael Bryan, our non-educated mayor.
I have not heard a thing about him one way or the other, so he must be doing a good job.
They just want to get me going.
Why? He's fine. I haven't heard of him. I haven't read his name there. He shows up and the odd newspaper picture and that. And everything's working pretty good over City Hall, as far as I can see.
But as a lawyer, are you concerned with a person that smiles a lot?
Well, I think the whole world should smile a lot.
Yeah, but he smiles too much.
How? How can you smile too much?
He smiles too much.
Maybe he's happy.
I
You pissed
think-
off because a guy's happy?
I think he's autistic, maybe a little bit of autistic in his brain. There,
Maybe
he smiles.
is. Everybody's something.
I got ADHD, you know.
Everybody's unique, just like everybody else.
I miss Woodside.
I'm sure.
I do.
I see him almost every night walking along the trail.
I miss him.
He's doing good. Look, walk the bridges and you'll meet him again.
Tell him that I miss him.
Oh, he tells me he doesn't miss you.
He doesn't miss me at all.
No?